wrote about prediction markets in that book as well.
Yes.
Could you share what did you write about prediction markets?
Yes, that's a book about cryptocurrencies for newbies, completely explaining step by step how the world of blockchain and the world of crypto payments, and also the problems that those technologies could bring to the world. So the book will be published, I believe, in 2 months on Amazon. It was already published 1.5 years ago in Poland, so it's being translated and updated. So I believe the prediction markets, apart from the technology below that, could have a really strong social impact. Because let's imagine a situation that we make a bet about, let's say, a new bill about, I don't know, plastic bottles. So suddenly people will put their money, the tokens into they'll predict that this bill will go. And the other will say, no, there's no chance to ban that in certain part of the world. But imagine on the same stake, there could be politicians who won't be betting against themselves, you know. So the prediction markets, the biggest risk about the prediction markets is that they're accurate because there will be self-fulfilling prophecies. So, and this is a real problem, you know, because having data so good that they're true, because everyone is okay to earn money on the thing that they are true, that's excellent thing, but it could have a strong impact. But on a much smaller scale than passing the bills through the government, I believe it will be a great tool to basically provide a scoring for fake news, you know, to make people dig a bit deeper to see what's really the truth. So I'm really supporting this kind of thinking about verifying and monetizing the truth. But there should be some thresholds on which it's allowed and on which it could be dangerous. But anyway, it's like a crypto world, everything is exciting.
That's actually you kind of led me on to my next question. You know, there were several centralized, non-blockchain based prediction markets,
yes.
But most of them got shut down by their respective governments for one reason or another. But do you think that governments might see prediction markets as a bad thing for them?
Okay, so we have to a bit step back from the question. So, what is government? What is country? A country now is a piece of land of a certain amount of ethnic group or group of people with their representatives. So let's say, like 100 years ago, if I invaded, let's say, Russia, there are a lot of resources like gold, crude oil, everything now. What happens if I invade, let's say, Silicon Valley now? Nothing, because everything is in the brains, and we are more and more global citizens. The crypto payments and crypto and blockchain is borderless, not nationalized, and that's one of the challenges that we have to face, because you cannot just ban internet. You just cannot. So maybe in some countries it will be perceived as illegal betting activity, but anyone knows that it's easy to bypass the China Great Firewall using a VPNs, and so it's, you know, the technology is developing much faster than in humanity now. So at certain point we just cannot waste the time about thinking about the problems in a national scale, because it's a one planet, and the technologies that we are talking now are global, and this is really important.
And then just my last question, because the prediction market platforms are very complicated. There's a lot of fine-tuning going on, especially in part of the oracle, so
yes.
Fetching results of real-world events somehow. Very different approaches and everything, but it seems that for that to work, for that to build, there has to be a lot of tweaking with the blockchain, a lot of adjustments and stuff like that. Do you think it's a problem that most, actually, I think all the prediction markets that exist now, apart from Amoveo, are based on the Ethereum blockchain?
Yes.
Do you think that's a problem, because that kind of doesn't give them enough flexibility?
Yeah, I've got my thoughts about Ethereum. I've got my personal token on Ethereum. Ethereum is a extremely nice step into the development of the blockchain, smart contracts, and this path of development. But I believe there are serious challenges in front of Ethereum, and I don't believe that there will be one blockchain to rule them all. I would like to have like a smart, efficient blockchain designed only for the prediction markets, with the different economics within it. Maybe could be a semi-centralized, could be decentralized. I believe for that kind of purposes, there should be a dedicated thing to basically have a better control about the development and not to be so tightly related to the rules created by a foundation blockchain like Ethereum does. So this is my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I believe that the predictions markets are a kind of different species within the blockchain space, and they need different conditions to be developed properly.
All right, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.